What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. Here we have a fun matchup between Purple Luffy versus Red Green Chopper. Playing my friend Denko Saka. We've been playing a decent amount. Here we go again with this matchup. I feel like I've learned some lessons from the last time watching the tape. So I have some different, I go about this a little bit differently than, or maybe not differently, but just a little bit more cognizant of the things that I need to be worried about. Specifically that one cost event, knowing that, like, looking back and watching the tape from last time, thinking about how if he had that one cost event, shut up and come with us a turn earlier, I could have been in super trouble. That's just something I'm super cognizant of during this game. But yeah, playing a strong opponent, playing a guy who's really good at Red Green Chopper. So I have to be very alert and very on it because it can run away. This game could run away with me. We're going to start off with a one cost searcher, search top 4, and we're going to grab the Nico Robin blocker, I believe. We're looking it over. We could grab a Nico Robin blocker or the 7 cost Sanji. So we decided to grab the blocker, and we pass. His deck is a very aggressive deck. He's going to spit out a bunch of bodies and start poking us with like 5s and 6s, as well as continually fill up his board. Here he plays a Kureha Searcher, searches top 4 for any Chopper or Drum Island, and he's going to grab Baby Block Chop, just a chump blocker, and he's not going to play it, which I thought he would. He has that one Dawn standing. Here's where I think that could be a shut up and come with us. We're going to ramp to 4. We're not going to swing into life because I don't want to give him that shut up and come with us. We're going to play Zoro Juro. We're going to search. We see the Luffy Taro, and we're going to grab that Luffy Taro. As soon as I saw that, I was like, perfect. We are set. I believe we have a Songoro, and we didn't swing, so his board is not, he's not swinging at us this turn. The only swings he has are Dr. Kureha or Chopper, and he's probably not swinging with Kureha. So he's going to tap 3 for the bread and butter of his deck, which is Drum Island Chopper. Drum Island Chopper on play. Search top 5 for an animal that of 4,000 power or less, and play it rested. He's going to grab Alabasta Chopper, which plays from hand a 3 cost or less, I believe, or maybe it's 3 power or less. And now he's able to get that Baby Block Chop out. So a very strong play, but this is probably one of the best plays for filling up his board. He did that all for 3 Dawn. He played 3 bodies, including establish a blocker. He swings 5 into life, and we give him the 1K. He does have 1 Dawn standing, and I do think about whether or not to swing at all this turn because it could be shut up and come with us. But at this point, let's start. We have to clear his board. His board's going to get out of hand. We swing 6 into to 4, and we're not going to swing with leader in the instance. So here you go. We're going to ramp to 7. We're going to Luffy Taro, I believe Songoro for turn 1, and here comes the Songoro. We're not swinging here in case he does have that one. Maybe he wanted, my thought process was maybe he wanted to save that shut up and come with us for the second swing, so there's nothing we could do about it in case he did play something rested or something along those lines. I don't think he could play anything rested, actually. I think shut up and come with us place is active, but just in case, there's no way we could do anything about it. We have to react to it, so I don't swing the 5 into life, specifically for that reason. Maybe I'm overthinking that with the shut up and come with us, but he did leave it up for a reason, so he could have swung 6 in life. Here he's going to play the blocker chop, the EBO1, that also give it 2 Dawn minus his 3,000 power. He's going to leader effect, give a Dawn. He only really can give a Dawn to, like, he could give it to Baby Block Chop, but it doesn't matter too much. He's only going to give it to the Drum Island Chopper. Our hand's pretty full and our board's pretty big and it pretty wide as well. His board's wide, but ours is a little wider. Well, it's about the same, and ours is bigger. So he swings 6 into Zoro Juro, leader effect, or not the effect of that Chopper, to play out a Lapness, and we're going to counter out, save the Zoro Juro. Lapness, I'm actually like very concerned now because the Lapness and that EBO1 Chopper. Lapness, I believe, when attacking, if it has a Dawn on it, can pop pop a character with 4,000 power or less, and now he has a card with that EBO1 chopper that can minus 3,000 power, so he could pop a 7k. He is going to play out a Nami Searcher over his Kureha Searcher. And he's going to grab, I believe, a Chopper 2K. And he's going to pass. He has one Dawn standing. Again, the Shut Up and Come With Us is in play. But we do have some decent swings. We have an 8. We have 6. We're going to swing 6 into the Drum Island Chopper. I'm thinking about where to swing this. I could swing into Lapness. I could put a Dawn. I want to swing 2 Dawn over. It's generally a rule of thumb, at least 2 Dawn over, so you get at least 2 cards out of the hand. But I decided to just swing 6 just so we can draw a card. He swings 6 into the Drum Island. He gives us a 2K. We do have 8 Dawn. We could ramp to 9 and play the 9 Mom. That's probably what I'm thinking of doing. Here I swing 8 into the Chopper. He does a good sequencing to play. Credit to him. Not a lot of people get this 100% right. But blocker stages before counter stage. So he declares the blocker of Baby Block Chop and then activates Shut Up and Come With Us. I mean, either way, like, it kind of happens at the same time when we're playing, like, when you're not playing like in a sim or you're not playing in a major event. But just the fact that he got the sequencing right, I really appreciated. He declared the blocker first, then it's set the event. So yeah, he swings and then he's able to Shut Up and Come With Us and play the Odyssey Chopper. That's the chopper that's going to restand itself at the end of the turn. Now we swing 5 with Leader into the Lapness. We still have a 6k swing with Zoro Juro. We're going to swing 6 into the Drum Island Chopper. And he's going to give us a 2k. So we've really done a good job of milking his hand. And we're going to play 9, or ramp to 9 so we can play the Big Mama. We're going to H, E, A. We're going to put that away. And L. I remember the L. That's what I remember. So we put away the Drum Island Chopper on the bottom. His board has the Block Chop and the Odyssey Chop plus Nami. He's at 9 Dawn, I believe. We're at 9 Dawn as well. No, we're at 8 Dawn. We should be at 10 next turn. In a strong spot, but he could easily fill his board back up again and start poking us. He's at 5 life, I believe. I don't think we've hit his life yet. Meanwhile, we're at 3. He's going to play another Drum Island Chopper. Again, the bread and butter of the deck. This is going to play out Hiking Bear. Now he's going to use Leader effect. He's going to give 3 rest to Dawn, 1 to Odyssey Chop, 1 to the Blocker Chop, and 1 to Hiking Bear. Hiking Bear, if it has a Dawn on it that's rested, it can give power 1,000 power to somebody else. Which I believe he's declaring now who he's going to buff. Hiking Bear, I do not believe can buff itself. And now he's declaring the Hiking Bear is buffing this chopper. He puts an extra Dawn on it. This is going to be a 7k swing, and he minuses 3 to the Luffy Tar, so it's 5 for the turn. So he swings 7 into life. We take our Luffy Taro's at 5. I'm putting a dice on it just to denote it's 5. He does have effectively 2 swings. He could Dawn up on Nami and swing, but I'm not too worried about that. He doesn't have a lot of cards in hand. He's going to swing 5 into my Luffy Taro, 5 into 5. I give him a 1k. He has 4 standing Dawn. I think 1 or 2 cards in hand. He swings 5 into the Luffy Taro again. I'm going to give him counter again. I believe I'm going to give him the 2k because I don't have any 1ks. So I give him the Hitokiri Kamazo. I do have a Sobamas 2k as well. And other than that, I think I'm bricked. 4 standing Dawn, but we got out of what I would expect all of his swings are, but he does have the Nami, so he swings 6 into the Luffy, and then we give him the 2K. So able to keep the Luffy Taro. It goes back up to 5, it goes back up to 8 K power. He restands his Odyssey Chopper, which restands at the end of the turn. Here's where we're going to. Now we can really, he doesn't have that many cards in hand. I think he has 1, maybe 2. We can clear his board. We're going to swing the Lost Searcher into his Nami Searcher. We're going to swing Sanji into his EBO1 Block Chop, draw a card. Now we're going to swing Leader into Hiking Bear. We still have all 10 Dawn standing. At this point, too, like, we're a little bit vulnerable in the fact that he has 3 swings. We have 2 life. Like, he could Dawn up maybe and get us, unless we establish a blocker or leave some up for Gum Gum Giant. We swing 6 into life, 8 into life. We're going to swing 9 into life. And then we're going to drop a second Big Mom. Here we go, 9 into life. And we're going to put away that Drum Island Chopper. He's down to, I believe, 2 life now, but he's going to go back up to 3. We play the 9 Mom. We're going to H, E, A, L. We'll put that on the bottom. He's at 3 life. We know 2 are bricks. He has 2 swings currently on board, and we have 3 life, so he has to hit us 4 times. Feeling in a very strong spot, plus 1 for Gum Gum Giant in case something weird happens. We have a 9. We have multiple 9 Moms. We have a Luffy Taro, Zoro, Sango. We are feeling very strong. And the fact that the last 2 lives are bricks and he only has very few cards in hand, it should be very easy to go for game next turn. He plays a Alabasta Chopper into a Hiking Bear. He's going to, into Lapness. He's going to use Leader Effect. He's only really give the Dawn to the Odyssey Chopper. And now he's going to swing 8 into the 6, I believe. I could maybe save it, but I decide not to. Let's just let it die. Not worth saving at this point. Especially in case he wants to Dawn up with Chopper and try to kill like Luffy Taro or Lin Lin. I want to keep my counter for that. He's going to play a Chopper blocker, and he's going to swing big into the Zorojuro. He's going to swing 7 into the Zorojuro, I believe, and I'm going to give him 2K. So now he has a blocker. We have 4 swings on board. Well, we have 5 swings. He doesn't have a lot of cards in hand. He has 3 cards in hand. But we did just draw a Sanji, so what we can do is we can play the Rush Sanji, return 1, rest the Chopper blocker, and now we're in a very strong spot. We swing 7 into life. He's either going to have to give us 2 cards out of hand, and then we can swing another like 7, and at that point we know that like all those swings are going to go through because the last 2 are bricks. So he's thinking this through of what to do. Whether he wants to counter out of this swing or take it or not. But we have 5 more swings coming. And there's the amount of counter he could have is very small. So he's going to take. It's not a trigger. We swing 7 into life. At this point, let's poke him with 7s. And then we can swing 9, or like we can swing 9s. You know, we have a lot of standing Dawn. Actually, no, we don't have a lot of standing Dawn. We have 2 as we played the Sanji. He's thinking it through, but again, he only has 4 cards in hand. He's going to give us all of the counter in his hand, and then at this point, it's GG's because we could just swing our board. We know that there's no counters, no triggers. So yeah, played a strong opponent. Played like he's very good at Chopper, And this time I feel like just a little bit of experience really helped us. And the fact that we got to see everything. We won the dice roll, that's huge. We got to go first. The fact that we saw a lot of things, and the fact I do think that being cognizant of shut up and come with us is huge. I'm not saying don't swing into Chopper, just you have to look at that and think like, to me, I was thinking like how Luffy plays is Luffy loses to aggression. I want to make sure that I'm set before the aggression. If I could stall that aggression a slight bit by not swinging those first few turns and maybe avoiding a shut up and come with us, then I think it worked out. Now, granted, maybe he didn't have it. Maybe that didn't have it till later. But that was one of the key things that I feel like just playing against Chopper, I gained a little bit of experience. But again, maybe I missed some things. Let me know in the comments. Shout out to my opponent. And thanks for listening. And see you next time.